Good morning, everyone. This is Cooking in Your PJs, and since it is actually a drizzly, crazy, wet, cold morning, I'm actually in my sweats. So we are actually going to cook today another crock pot meal, and this meal is a good meal to use your leftover ham, which is what I'm doing. I still had some leftover ham that I'm trying to get rid of, and that was from Thanksgiving. So I defrosted what we had left, and I'm ready to use it in our soup today. Now, to make this super easy, we're not going to soak any beans. We're not going to use any dried beans and cooking them on the stovetop. We are just going to use regular canned beans. So I have gotten here, these are some great northern beans. You can use any white bean that you wish. And if you want to use the dried ones, go ahead and do it overnight soak or cook them on the stovetop. That's fine too. I'm just trying to make this a meal that would be quick and easy to get you started, to get you on your morning so you don't have to worry when you come home from work what you're actually fixing for dinner. Let me go ahead and open up these blinds here, and then you can kind of see drizzly morning. Not much light coming through today, but let's see. All right, so what you're going to need, of course, to start the ingredient is some leftover ham. Now, I got, like I said, quite a lot. You can use some ham hock if you wish. Or bite-sized pieces of ham, that's fine too. I'm actually just going to take this whole ham here, and I'm just going to dump it in the crock pot. Ham bone and all, it's going to be delicious. Guaranteed. One thing you do not want to miss out is using the spices that I'm actually going to put into this dish. Do not try to substitute. I have before. I left out some ingredients before, and it just doesn't come out or taste right. So, mindful tip, follow the recipe as directed, and you're gonna love it, guaranteed. Okay, next, after we have our ham in there, get out of course. I'm actually gonna rearrange my ham in here a little bit. I know you can't quite see, let's see. That might be a little better, huh? Kind of see a little bit in the crock pot. I'll tip it over and show it to you. Next, we're going to add our 3 cans of white beans. Stuff in there. You can drain these to not add so much liquid, which is what I do. I drain my cans. That's 2, and this is 1. So that's 3 cans of white beans. Now, yes, I have some crazy hair going on today, but you know what? We're all family here. This is Cooking in Your PJs. I'm not fancy for no one. I'm here to make some good, delicious meals. All right, so once we got that in, wipe my hands off a little bit here. You want 4 cups of chicken broth. Oh, sorry, 4 cups of vegetable broth. That's another big difference. If you use chicken broth with it, I find it just doesn't have a good taste. I feel as though the vegetables actually bring out the flavor more with the ham and the vegetables that we're going to add here in a few minutes. So 4 cups of vegetable stock. You may use chicken stock if you wish. It's not going to harm it. Personal preference. You just need 4 cups. All right. Now, I'm using a bag of partially thawed peas and carrots. So you just need, sorry, get out my nose. At 1.5 cups. Sorry. 1.5 cups. Basically, I got a bag of peas and carrots. The and it's enough to fill one of these bowls, and that's all I'm going to use, and I'm going to dump that right in here. Now, like I said, these were partially thawed. It's okay if they're not thawed all the way, but I do recommend trying to thaw them as best as you can, because if you don't, it's going to add more liquid to your soup, and the flavoring isn't actually going to be all there. A lot of people mistake that when they're cooking and add in frozen vegetables and stuff, and then they wonder why their soup isn't so flavorful. Well, partial of that, you just added frozen vegetables in, and that's more water than what you should have. It's going to take away from all the seasonings that you're going to add. So, tip, 4 cups of vegetable stock is actually 1 cup. Next, you're going to add celery and onions. You're going to add a cup of celery and a cup of onions. You may add more if you want. That is okay too. Personal preference is how you do it. Again, sorry about the crazy hair. This is cooking in your PJs. Now, you're going to add some rosemary and thyme. Now, these ones I did not open yet, so I'm sorry, but rosemary and thyme is a great combination for many soups. Also chicken. If you have chicken, rub a little bit of rosemary and thyme on it when you're baking. So worth it. It's so flavorful, moist and tender. But here we're using it in a white bean and ham crockpot soup. Now, all we need is just a teaspoon of each. So, I'm just going to get my little spoon here. But all you need is just a teaspoon of each, and that is rosemary and thyme. And you just want to sprinkle that over. Now with the rosemary, we're going to open up the thyme now. And you want a teaspoon of that. This is basically going to make your soup very, very flavorful. That is it for the spices. Oh, we got one last finishing ingredient. And what I'm going to do is give this a quick stir here. And then I'm going to kind of show you what we got. So you can kind of see. You definitely do not want to use a casserole crock pot, which is one of my favorites. You want to use at least a 6-quart casserole crock pot. Okay. I'm going to give you a quick show here. That's what it looks like so far. The last final ingredient that we're going to add is bay leaves. And 2 or 3, I think I had like a little half one in here. 2 to 3, personal preference. I added 3 to mine. And then you're done, and you're ready to put it on the crock pot base and cook it for 4 hours. Now, what I like to do in mine is we like a lot of spices. So this is optional, but you're welcome to do it. And that is garlic. Gotta have garlic. Now, don't worry, it's not gonna be too overpowering in your soup. We like a lot of garlic, so I'm actually gonna put in about 1.5 tablespoons here. Now, like I said, this is totally optional, but for you garlic lovers, you don't want to miss out. add some garlic. And if you never tried garlic in your soup before, give it a try. You'll be surprised. It's really, really good. Now, you can use clove garlic, and you'll need about 4 cloves of garlic. Me, I just use some minced garlic, and I just put in, like I said, 1.5 teaspoons. Now, everything's all ready to our liking, and we're going to take this base right over here to our crockpot. Now, like I said, you definitely want to put this in at least a 6-quart. As you can tell, the water level is almost to the top here, so it's about right here. And as it cooks, you know it's going to generate some more steam, so it's going to add some more water to there. Set it on. You want to put it on high for 4 hours. And that is it. Now, suggestion for your soup is what we're going to have it with. We are actually going to serve the white bean and ham crockpot soup in some soup bowls. So I'm actually going to cut the tops off of these and actually put it in a soup bowl. This is just a suggestion. You do not have to do it this way. But it's a special meal. My husband isn't feeling well. I'm not feeling well. And since we're both not feeling well, soup is really what we need right now. And I thought a special treat, have some bread. We got a lot of mucus going on, so let's settle our stomach with some nice hearty bread and some soup. Well, this is Cooking in Your PJs, and I hope you like this series. This is something new. Like I said, it's down home. Messy hair, don't care. We are looking for cooking for fast, on the go, get you out the door, and come home to a delicious meal. That's the goal here at Cooking in Your PJs, and I'll see you next week. Morning.